off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little.
Yay!
One ripped. Get out of town.
弾丸ライダー はいどうも皆さんこんにちはこんばんは KD ゲームズのクリボーです。ということで MLB THE SHOW やっていきたいと思います。さあまあ今日はカブス戦を4戦やって終わってもいいのではないかと思っているが取れ高が心配取れ高が心配。そして大谷翔平の1割7分9厘も心配非常に心配。
Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No
さあ
score.
ホームランを
Now
打た
here's
せ
the
てちょうだい。
switching power threat, Tanaka. Brown back to work. And that drops in
真ん
for a
中だっ
strike.
た。
Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Outside with a breaking ball.
Breaking ball.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
ラップねー。チェンジアップがめちゃめちゃ速いんですけど。あぶねーよく止まった。
That one misses. So lead off walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And next for LA, Jonah Bride. And here it comes. Runner takes off into dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Brown checks the runner.
He's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not.
Runner goes again. Liner, base hit, coming home. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. And now the catcher comes up to him, Tyler Stevenson. On a line, base hit. Half on his way to third. The
ミスったー丸だったー
and it throws off line, safe at third.
丸と四角普通に間違えるんだよな。色が似てるから。
A series where the pitching was outstanding. We take a look at those numbers. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So here's Horner now. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in.
はい、ありがとうございます。はい、ありがとうございます。記録上はヒットになるが。
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second.
翔平さん翔平さんあれ今翔平さんだよね
Assad back to work. Line drive.
ヒット切れるな切れたお前見てねえだろ今のおい
Swing and a high fly ball to left.
いや伸びがない
And it's caught for the out. One out, bases empty. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
PCA.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in.
ありがとうございます。
Tanaka had a decent showing in this one.
まあ、ある意味守備で貢献したと言っても過言ではない。そして3安打に2点取ってんの逆にすげえな。逆にすごいと思う。
So up next, Tanaka.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And fouled off. Ground ball could be two. Bush to second. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done.
いや、やらかしてる、それ。
On a four. Now here is Tanaka.
Number 23.
Blackburn back to work. Tanaka measures 6 feet 4 inches, 23 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a foul out of play. Two and one now. And that is out of
ちょっ
play.
と上か。
And a pitch. Foul tip
Ah,
into the
Toriaga.
mid, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
カットを張っていると、あのサークルチェンジが外に行って、空振っちゃうんですね。
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Ball one.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on.
危ねえ。
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strikes him out for the second time today.
カットすらできなかった。
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter,
で
Tanaka.
逆転
0
し
for
てる。
3 in this one. This one popped up.
これレジェンド下がるんじゃねえか。
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Tanaka had a pretty poor showing in this game despite.
いや、打率が去年と同じような感じになってきたね。
Here's Nico Horner.
さあ、今シーズンは鈴木誠也君と対決ができるのが。
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And we're underway. Breaking ball misses down and away. Horner with some impressive production lately. Next offering is in for a strike.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances.
This one's into the gap
綺麗
in
に
left
持って
center,
かれた。
and that should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
そんなに甘いとこ放ってないと思うんだけど。
behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Swing and a
あー、
ground
ちゃん
ball.
と
Garcia on to first.
引っ張っ
One
た。
out in the top of the first.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat.
内野フライ、おは三振、おは外野の浅いフライがいい。
You're in game 3 of this 4-game series.
はっ
Ground ball left side. Fires over to
まあもう
Hoskins.
その1点はしゃあないと思いましょう。
The run scores. Gary Sanchez
飛んだとこが不運すぎる。
and takes a look at a called strike. And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Stays alive.
曲がりきらなかった。
That missed by a lot. The count now 2-2.
振ってね。
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end. Man at first, Tanaka steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Wicks, 27 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little.
Yay!
That one ripped. Get out of town.
弾丸ライダー
A laser to left. It's 3-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings.
あとは抑えるんだ、俺。
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound.
超弾丸ライナーだったな。
Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Ian Happ, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And out of here.
はい。はい。まだプラマイ1。
Saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That one not close. Now 1-2.
Always excited to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
On the
スタート
ground.
OK
Fires over to Hoskins. Now 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Kevin Alcantara. That one missed.
外しす
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second. Hoskins. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
まあとりあえず
Back here at Chavez Ravine, Dansby Swanson stands in. You're talking about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Horner in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 out, bases empty. He swings and fouls 1 off. The other way.
ファースト
Hoskins takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, bases empty. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, and the count is even 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just
粘らないでいただきたい、非常
Good
に。
battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
ああ、やばいそれ。
Drive, and that should be extra bases.
あいつ
And that's
三塁打
gonna
にな
roll
る
to
ぞ、あ
the
れ。
wall. And that's a 2-out double.
危な。粘られた挙句に二塁打。
Saw a lot of pitches. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight
ショー
to it.
ト、ナイス。
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
ちょっと浮いたな。
And he chases a high fastball there.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ball inside.
And it's even up. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third.
アップねー、ボールボール。
A defensive swing right there, some cheese on the inside part of the plate, but the hands are still stinging after that one.
And that is downstairs. And it's 3-2.
ああ、そこで変化球来るよねーだと思ったよー。
Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. Gary Sanchez
あえてストレートしか投げていないので怖いって。
In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
それは恥すぎ。
Fouls it off, still 1-2. It goes down looking.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a funny bat to watch.
And a swing and a
No
miss.
ball, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hauls it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
やばい、ちょっと中寄りだったが、OK。
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Ramon Urias. Tanaka back to work.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
待って待って待って。待って待って待って待って。えは怪我じゃないの戻ってきた
Outside low, 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
この回まで投げさせて。
So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Alcantara at the plate and takes high there. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. And a strike
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the sweeper misses. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, hauls it in, and there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now the 0-1.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind.
あーやばい。あーこれ交代案件だな、おそらく。
And into second with one away. That's a double.
投げさせてくれ。
ですよね。
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Carlos Estevez.
These are the spots relievers.
さあ、何も起きてない。あれは何だったんだ。負傷したのは間違いないんだが、どこを負傷したんだ。そしてまた鈴木誠也と対決はできなかった。
One down. And up next for Los Angeles, Tanaka. He's someone who quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. Outside low, and that is ball one. Tanaka went deep in his most recent game. Just missed. Steele with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
2 strikes.
One out, base is empty. That misses, and that's ball 3. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
ちょっと振るの早かった。
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And that's their first base runner of the game. Jonah Bride will hit next.
あ、やばい、遅れた、その時に。
Dives back and he's out. Back here in LA, bottom of the inning. And now Tanaka. Steele back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That's ball 3.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And a big swing and a miss.
Ball down, 3-2.
Lifted in the air, right center
い
field.
やー、飛んでないな。
He's there. He's got it. And there's one down.
思ってたよりかは伸びたな。
Swing and a miss.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
The 0-2. And there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And that's downstairs and outside. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Coming on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Now it's the DH, Tanaka. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
なんだろう、球速以上のものを感じる。
Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think: is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Almost got him. Swing and a ball lifted left field.
いや、飛んでないか。
Now batting.
満塁。
Two outs, bases full. And now it's
ホームランで大逆転さよなら。満塁ホームラン。はい、残念。残念です。
And the Cubs avoid the sweep. They take the finale of this four-game series.
あ、大谷翔平で負けたんですか？まあまあまあまあまあ、そんなこともある。さあ、まあ今日は終わりますか。怪我したんか否かがよくわかってないが、最終的に何も表示されなかったけど、何だったんだろうか。まあまあまあまあ。怪我してもやることは変わらん。まあ今日一本出たからね、それがまた復活のきっかけになってくれればなと思います。はい、ということで本日この辺で終わりたいと思います。さよなら。